Look at this number, $598,200,000. That is not a phone number and is not the GDP of a small island. That is the career earnings of one man, Kevin Durant. As of December 2025, the audit is officially complete and the results are staggering. While you were arguing about his Twitter burner accounts, KD was quietly finessing the greatest financial heist in the history of professional sports. He just signed a 2-year, $90 million extension with the Houston Rockets. At 37 years old, most players are looking for a coaching job or a seat on TNT. KD? He's looking at a bank statement that officially puts him past LeBron James as the highest-paid NBA player of all time. But here is the forensic question. Is Houston paying for a superstar to lead them to a ring, or are they just funding the final stage of the most lucrative business decision in NBA history? To understand the 2025 Houston audit, you have to look at the wreckage he left behind. Forensic investigators call this the super team trail. It started in Golden State. 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs, and a locker room that eventually told him exactly what they thought. When the Warriors told him they didn't need him, KD didn't just leave, he began a cycle of destruction. He went to Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving, result, a disaster. He went to Phoenix to join Devin Booker, result, a first-round sweep in 2024 and a quick exit in 2025. Every time the super team experiment fails, KD doesn't stay to fix the pipes. He calls the moving truck and signs a bigger check at the next stop. Now he's in Houston. On paper, it looks like a veteran helping a young core, but let's look at the forensic data. This year alone, KD is taking home $53,282,608. That's cash in hand. To put that in perspective, look at the shopping list the Rockets could have had instead. For the price of one 37-year-old Kevin Durant, you could have an elite 6th man like Malik Monk, the best perimeter defender in the league in Alex Caruso, and a 6th man of the year big man like Naz Reid, and you'd still have $2 million left over for snacks. But Houston chose the brand. They chose the Slim Reaper. But at age 37, are they getting the Reaper or just the Ghost? The defenders will say, it's KD, he's a bucket at any age. Is he? Let's compare him to the man he just passed on the money list, LeBron James. When LeBron was 37, he was averaging 30.3 points per game and playing with an intensity that defied biology. KD in 2025, he's sitting at 25.1 points per game. The scoring is still elite, but the forensic audit shows a defensive liability rating that has hit a 5-year low. He's making business decisions on the defensive end while collecting CEO-level checks. But don't let the business decisions on the court fool you. While KD might be coasting through a Tuesday night game, he is an absolute shark in the boardroom. Through his venture firm, 35 Ventures, KD has built a shadow empire that most Fortune 500 CEOs would envy. He isn't just an athlete, he's a venture capitalist who hunts for blood. Let's audit the portfolio. It is massive. He has investments in over 100 startups. He was an early investor in Postmates. When Uber bought them for $2.6 billion, KD turned a small stake into a $15 million payday. He invested in Coinbase before the crypto boom. He's in on Acreage Holdings and Dapper Labs. He isn't waiting for a check from the Rockets. He is building a mountain of equity that doesn't care about his shooting percentage. He is one of the first players to treat the NBA like a secondary income. The league provides the fame, but the startups provide the generational wealth. And then there's the Nike lifetime deal. In 2023, KD joined the most exclusive club in history. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. The only 3 players with a lifetime contract. This deal is worth over $1 billion over his lifetime. Every time a kid in Tokyo or Berlin or New York buys a pair of KDs, the shark gets his cut. He has turned his name into a global monopoly. But here's the Audit secret. Nike isn't paying for the 2026 Durant who misses 20 games a year. They are paying for the Slim Reaper of 2014. He is selling a version of himself that doesn't exist anymore. The Nike deal includes a retirement package worth $50 million alone. He is literally getting paid to not play. While Houston fans are screaming for a playoff win, KD is checking his portfolio. He has figured out the ultimate glitch in the system, how to make more money while doing less work. Now, let's talk about the flip house strategy. Forensic investigators have noticed a pattern. KD moves into a franchise, gets them to trade all their young assets and draft picks for win-now players, which inflates the short-term value. Then, right before the ceiling starts to rot, right before the injuries pile up, he exits. He leaves the team with no draft picks, no young talent, and no future. He did it in Brooklyn, he did it in Phoenix, and now he's doing it in Houston.
So, how does a shark spend his loot? Let's audit the lifestyle. He just sold his Hidden Hills mansion for $17 million. A fortress of glass and steel, designed for a man who doesn't want to be found. And his car collection? It puts most billionaires to shame. He owns a $2.5 million 1966 Ford GT40, a classic beast built for speed. He has a Rolls-Royce Phantom for the red carpet and a Lamborghini Aventador for the late-night runs. He is winning the game of life, but the audit shows he is losing the game of basketball. What happens to the Rockets now? They're locked in. They have no cap space and no way to get better. They're at the mercy of a 37-year-old's health, and the audit shows KD misses an average of 25 games a year. This isn't a championship move. This is a PR move. They wanted to sell jerseys. They wanted to sell tickets, and they did, but they bought a $500 million anchor. The final verdict? Kevin Durant is a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest scorers to ever touch a basketball. But at $53 million in 2026, he is a total liability. The audit is clear. The receipt is final. But I want to hear from you. Is KD still a top 5 player? Or is he the greatest finesse artist in history? Did Houston get a savior, or did they get robbed? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. This is Ball and Bling. The books are closed. Class dismissed.